Chicago Bears have signed 9 undrafted rookie free agents ahead of OTAs so far this offseason. And man, it's been absolutely insane because of the fact that the Bears have taken at least 1 undrafted rookie free agent so far under Ryan Poles. His first year taking linebacker Jack Sanborn out of Wisconsin and quarterback Tyson Bagent out of Shepherd. And honestly, even if some of these guys don't work out and don't make the roster, we're going to have an absolutely stacked practice squad. Considering Poles kept a lot of his undrafted rookie free agents there last year, it could be a very, very solid group across the board for the Chicago Bears. And there is a defensive back that we brought in as an undrafted rookie free agent that could really add to this already strong group of Tyrique Stevenson, Jaylon Johnson, Jaquan Brisker, Kyler Gordon, Terrell Smith, and more. And I am super excited to break down who we brought in because he's an absolute turnover machine. Reddy Steward, a 5'11 defensive back from Troy, and is a really strong player because the more I learn about him, the more I like him. He has had one heck of a college career during his 5 years at Troy, especially the last 2 seasons where he was given an opportunity and he absolutely ran with it. I really think he is someone who could sneak onto this roster to complete arguably the top defensive back room in the NFL already. He would just make it that much deeper. And when I get into his stats, you'll see why. Now, before I get into today's show, if you think that Ryan Poles is one of the greatest general managers in Chicago Bears history, throw a Y in the comment section below. And if not, comment who you think is. Along with that, please hit the like button on this video if you love the Chicago Bears. And if you don't like the video, then I'll just assume whoever is watching this is a bunch of Packers fans. I don't make the rules. So let's get into Steward and who he is from a player profile perspective. The 23-year-old is a cornerback, which can also flux into safety if needed, but definitely his strong suit is being a cornerback. Standing at 5'11", 180 pounds. He played 5 years at Troy due to the fact of his first year being COVID, so technically it was a redshirt year for him, but he was able to still only be in there for 5 years and is coming out still a young with a lot of upbringing and also a lot of potential. Not only that, he has a ton of resume builder to go behind it. He's a 3-time all-conference for the Sun Belt from 2021 to 2023, clearly getting more consistently better, and his stats show for that. So I'm going to start with his overall college stats, and then I'm going to break down the last 2 years because it's going to blow your guys' mind. So his overall stats, he has 177 total tackles. Pretty impressive. 31 pass deflections in 5 years. Okay, pretty darn impressive. 2.5 sacks. Defensive back getting sacks, that's always a plus. 9 interceptions over 5 years, so almost 2 a season. 179 total return yards and 3 touchdowns. Overall, super solid from an overall college perspective. But 2022 and 2023, get ready for this. Out of his 177 total tackles, 113 of them came in the last 2 seasons. Out of his 31 pass deflections, 21 of them came in the last 2 seasons. Out of his 2.5 sacks, half of them came in the last 2 seasons. Whatever. But his interceptions, 7 of the 9 have come in the last 2 seasons, and 129 total receiving or return yards, along with 2 touchdowns for returns. So over 70% of his stats have come in the last 2 seasons where he became a full-time starter, along with 21 pass deflections in only 2 years. That is absolutely insane. Super impressive, and that's like what we're getting in the NFL. So he's got it. He's got a lot of talent and clearly shows he's coachable and takes advantage when he's given the opportunity, and he can only improve from here, especially in Matt Eberflus's defense. According to NFL scouts, he is a natural ball hawk. Clearly, those stats show for it, especially when he's in shallow zone defenses. He also plays bigger than he is. He takes down tight ends with ease. He takes down big running backs with ease. And also, you don't expect that out of him. He plays very fast, doesn't take his eye off the ball, and that's why he is such a good ball hawk. The one thing that he does need to work on, which I think, hitting the gym a little bit and doing leg day twice a week, is that his versatility. He does get burned on 50-50 balls a lot due to his height, but if he is able to break it up with his vertical, he can absolutely do that. And he gets juked out of his shoes, unfortunately, when he doesn't get a hand on an opposing running back or ball carrier as a whole, but that's okay. Something he can work on as well through camp. And before I get into my final thoughts on this episode, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Freshie Organic Tequila Seltzer. 3 great flavors, lime, grapefruit, guava, and my personal favorite, blood orange habanero. Massive deals across the Chicagoland area and all areas where Freshie is sold right now, heading into the holiday weekend. Go and get yours today and try it out for a Chicago-based company. Overall, I like this guy's chances. I mean, I really do. I think that he's got something. I mean, he gives great stats. Jack Sanborn had great stats. Tyson Bagent had great stats. He brings really, really great stats for someone in college. He went to a smaller school at Troy, but still went against some pretty top talent. And overall, just a super coachable player. And that's all that you want. He plays with a lot of swagger. He plays with a lot of energy, and he could be huge for this team for years to come. He'll probably sit on the bench, but kind of like a Terrell Smith. No one really knew about him until he got some playing time. And clearly, when he does get playing time, he takes advantage of it. So would love to see the Bears bring him in. But let me hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And thank you, as always, for choosing Just Another Year Chicago Bears. For all your Chicago Bears news and content, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But with that, thank you, as always, for this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down, baby.